All right. Welcome. It is the time for the penultimate episode of um, Monster of the Week here. And if you're interested, we will be starting on Blades in the Dark a little bit soon. I say we means I will be starting one on GM Balo, and it depends if we can choose whether or not they will be a part of it. But we're just talking, people might go to different games, so it's likely to be a whole new crew, but we'll see what happens as we get into some thievery with that, some heist, a system designed for heists, which I'm very excited about. That I've been using elements for in some of my D&D games. That's gonna be fun playing like that pure heist system. So I'm looking forward to that. And we join our people now in the midst of the winter preparation for the dance, the ever so much eligibility of the Winter Queen. 3 likely contestants have been sent out, one being Portia, one of our hunters, and there have been 2 others. They are to find a flower in the midst of winter, which our hunters have learned are meant to be a portent or even something that might control the future of the area once brought back, or at least that of spring. And they've run off to try to find this, and Katie has hung back with the new love interest gun, and Alex has, for the moment, been back as well. Of course, Portia has taken with her Ellie, her own little interest in all of this. So, we will get started. Now, we open as we see leather boots, 2 pairs designer, beating, running through the woods, searching or trying to get out of sight. It's hard to fully tell. They immediately part from each other as none wishes to be near the other as they go to look. And we see one pair stop, but not upon snow, but rather where they have landed is on green grass. Staring into their eyes is a man with a handful golden lilies. And she walks carefully towards them. Elsewhere, we see students cheering as the race has begun, and a young man with a leather satchel quickly sneaks their way into the woods. Leather satchel, I should say. Now, our hunter's Portia is making her own way through the woods. Her boots are heavy and combat-like as she looks like a warrior queen, ready to destroy all who would get in her way, along with her friend Ellie. We see Ace and Katie within the courtyard with other cheering students. So, with all this going on, the race is happening for the flowers of the Winter Queen. What would you like to do?
Ace would like to sneak off and start following that guy with the satchel like Portia had told him to.
Absolutely. Let's do some act under pressure.
Alright. That's a 10.
Nice. So 10. Yeah, you do what you set out to do. Whew. You quickly follow and are keeping step with them as they seek. Yeah, I would say you see them themselves seem to be tracking, following, listening, and they move with purpose, and kind of their veneer has changed into very much one who is hunting for something. What else is happening?
Portia is silently freaking out about this, but still being cautious in making her way towards the streams.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're headed right towards the streams. You know where these are. So I think after a moment, you find yourself there. You see them running as ever. No ice goes near them.
Oh, I don't think we can do this without that satchel, Ellie.
Okay. Then
I
why are we here?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Okay.
Just if we think we can get the satchel, that's one thing. Otherwise, we're supposed to get something, right?
Yeah. I know Ace was tracking him. Was supposed to be tracking him. I don't know. I don't know how to get in touch with Ace.
We can't do anything?
Can you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Are there any spirits or anything?
Yes. You open your eyes and you see this, particularly the spirit of students, young people here. You can tell by the one that looks like they've been crushed. These are the ones that have died. And you can see with your sight that the way these waters flow, they also seem to flow with spirit energy as well. And they come, and some look faded, and they kneel down and cup it to their lips, and it's like they're restored.
Can I use the site to investigate a mystery?
Sure.
All right. I need information.
What did you get?
Got a 5.
A 5. Oof.
Yes. I don't know if I want to spend that luck point.
It's up to you.
I know. Shit. No. I'll just stick with the 5.
Okay.
I'll just stick with the 5. Damn it. Okay. Which means I've leveled up.
Hey!
Yep, I've leveled up. So that means I get the whatchamacallit? The advanced improvement.
Very nice. All right. So looking here, yeah, I'm gonna say the energies here, as you've catch yourself with your sight staring upon the rivers and at the source, it's bright and you shield your eyes. Then when you look back, it's gone. And you realize that you can't access your sight,
Fuck. Okay.
as though you've gotten overloaded in the moment.
Okay. Ellie, do you know how to track?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, what do we need to do? What do you want to do?
Okay. I need that satchel. We need to find this guy.
I can try to look at him. Just would need to help me. And so access to her, would roll your weird and add her +1 to it.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Be good to me, dice. 4. 4, 5, 6. Because if it's my weird, it's 6.
Hey, by the way, Portia, remember, as long as you're following the plan you and Ace came up with, the Ace's move does give you a +1 ongoing as long as you're following that plan.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And that would be a 7.
Okay, there we go. All right. Choose the effect, which was going to be observe another place or person there. And then you can go, but you can also choose a glitch.
A glitch.
Yes. The effect is weakened. The effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm, ignoring armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
Okay, hold on. What was that again?
It's under used magic in the revised notes, in the Hunter reference sheet. But the effect is weakened. The effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
Short duration.
Okay.
I can't take any more harm.
You got it. Holding hands together, you think for a moment, and you see him with the satchel. And he has stopped and is staring at Lindsay, who is talking to a man who's holding out this golden lily.
Do I recognize the area?
You do.
Okay.
But that's what you get. You just get this brief flash, and
Okay.
you do know what the area is.
Okay. Well, let's go. We
All
need
right.
to get this thing.
Start heading
And-
over there.
Also, remember this guy was jinxed, so he'll lose something that I'll find.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we'll head that direction.
Okay. All right. What would you like to be doing, Katie?
God gun. It's just a stupid ring. It doesn't mean anything, okay? It just has a bird on it. That's all.
You wear this from another man, yes?
No, I'm not even actually wearing it. I'm just holding it.
Oh. Hmm.
Might be useful.
I see. I don't know, but it usually means things. They gave it to you as an offer?
No, it was under a ruse. You saw the whole thing.
He did. Yes, it's fine.
Look, why don't we just go to the food court?
Dude. And he'll take you, and all that is outside here. For this, all the restaurants are closed, and there are all the food here are things like turkey legs or roasted, like there's several roasted turkeys that are kept warm, and it is free. It is kind of insane. And there's what is essentially like an extremely almost no alcohol form of mead. It is essentially non-alcoholic mead. And he pours some for both of you. Do you want the warm?
Wait, I thought you'd planned something. You said you had planned this big thing.
Yes, we said dinner after, Katie. So we would enjoy watching the festivities together here. Then there was a dinner after.
Well, I mean, it is my first meal, so it was.
We can wait. You said food court. That's why we came here.
I thought you'd had something planned here. I was.
Sorry, I have something planned. Yes, for dinner after this.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we don't. I don't want to spoil the. So. Yeah. No. Why don't we do something you want to do?
A bit confused. But he's certainly. I don't. So you don't want to watch the festivities?
No, I just felt like you were not enjoying it.
Actually, to the contrary, I do enjoy the hunts of this very much. It breed looking for something to bring forth the spring, to defeat the death of winter.
Have you seen? So I guess you've seen these hunts before.
Looks at you. In a way, yes. Not like this, though. Not with someone like you.
Okay, so how then?
Oh. Well. Through eyes of the birds and the insects that crawl in winter, animals disturbed, roots tripped over, like that. I guess sometimes I felt it, and sometimes it seemed watched. But like this, amidst these smells, with someone whom I care for, to care for someone again.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you'd like to almost be out there.
It's not my place to take part of that hunt. I'm no queen.
Well, no, but maybe we could watch from closer. I mean, if you like it that much.
Whatever you would enjoy. If you I do enjoy this, but honestly, if I had to choose between a hunt and you, I would always choose you.
Well, yeah, but that's sort of what I'm saying is we could go there together and watch.
Sounds great. We were just there. Where do you want to go? What are you thinking?
Well, I feel like I just keep taking us to places that are bad ideas. So maybe. And then she looks at the ring. Maybe that's what this is for. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to sneak out there and.
You want to? I see. I see what you were saying. You want to watch any kind of. Who do you want to look in on?
Well, obviously, I'd like to see how our team's doing.
So Portia.
Well, yeah.
All right. Let me show you something then. I think. Yeah, I think he'll do this. He'll grab you by the hands and come behind you. Hold you close. Close and whispers in your ear. Close your eyes. Listen for the wind. Now, when you hear it blow past you, it seeks to go somewhere. It never knows where it's going, so it can be easily told. Say the name of your friend. Whisper it to the wind.
Okay. So she thinks about it and says, "Let me paint with all the colors of the wind." And see Portia.
And you feel immediately off balance and cold. But only for a moment as his arms wrap around you and feel the warmth of his heart. He goes, I got you. And when you instinctively open, you see you are about 20 feet above ground, standing on a limb of a tree.
Yeah, I think that takes a minute to freak out, and then
and he goes, shh, and he points, and you see Portia running towards a spot. And from this juncture, you can see Portia running. You can see our leather satchel boy kind of hiding, watching. You see Ace beginning to come around and track. And then you see Lindsay standing in this kind of odd golden light on this grass. This man holding out the golden lily.
Wow, this is such a better spot.
Nice. Good idea.
You too. So she'll watch for now.
Yeah, you hold your hand tight. All right. Open scene, everybody.
I think as Portia gets closer to that spot, she's gonna slow down and try and be a little bit more stealthy, I guess. Try as with all the clanking and clinking of this armor that Ace gave her.
What's leather armor? It's not too bad, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you try to get quiet. Like for this, because you knew where this was and you were coming here, I think I'm good with you being unnoticed for now. But as you kind of duck down, you're a little bit behind where I believe it's Tyler is.
Yeah. I think so.
And as you put your hands on the ground to steady yourself, you feel something sharp. And you look, there is this bird skull that is attached to this really fine silken strand. And on the skull, at first it looks like the type of stuff that like sometimes insects or bugs leave behind when they chew too deep in a bone. You see that's in the shape of runes of Nordic.
Ellie, have you ever seen anything like this?
I don't. That is a powerful charm of some kind. It's from something. That's not human magic.
Okay. Just a quick question. Did Katie tell us not to trust the birds?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought she did, yeah.
I thought so too. I just wanted to double check. Oh, well, if it's... Do you think it's a protection? It's a protection rune.
Don't think it's protection.
You don't think it's protection?
Some. She looks. It's about controlling others.
What would happen if I broke it?
You've no idea.
Should I break it? I feel like I should break it if it's about controlling others.
Ellie is like, this is like, I could make whatever made it angry, but then again, you might save someone. I don't know. All right. As you're doing this, Lindsay steps forward and is going to take the golden lily.
At that point, you would see a rock fly out of nowhere and hit the lily, or try and hit the lily.
Ooh, okay. So you're not inflicting harm, so that's going to be act under pressure, I think.
All right. And in his mind, you see, like, just the common, like, flipping through pages of previous books to try and remember how he's read about how to throw things, and trajectories and math and geometry.
I like it. I like how like you don't really have a straight shot, so you have to throw it like more up and hit it off of something where you're going to get this +1 from. So I like that. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, that's 11 plus 3 is a lot.
Yeah. All right. So you do what you set out to do. So what you want to do is knock the lilies out of the hand.
The rock goes and like hits 5 trees.
Okay, so yeah, so ting, and this golden lily falls out of his hand as this man looks up. Eh? So what the? And he has this desperation look on his face. They seek to keep you from winning. Grab it quickly.
Can I use my telekinesis to grab the satchel out of the guy's hand or out of his pocket or wherever it is.
Okay, you can. So be clear. Tyler is watching her approaching the man with the golden lily.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to be clear. We've got two men here doing things. So, yeah. So telekinesis. I think you roll your weird for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I know, like the people who, if there's more than one person that comes back with a flower, there's a vote. Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, come on. Like, do a good job. Fucking 7. Yeah. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have to, because that's 2 harm on me. I'm gonna have to mark a luck on that because I can't take any more harm.
Okay. You feel your magic and you dive down deep.
Ew.
And this time, you hear the growl of a wolf. And as you access this darker self, you act as if you get a 12. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna use advanced telekinesis.
All right, which is what?
All right. On a 12 or more, choose 3 options. Okay. I want to hold Tyler. Something is held fast.
Okay.
I want to bring him, or I want to grab the satchel, bring it to me, and I have perfect and precise control over exactly what happens.
Okay. Right, so in this moment, Tyler's held fast and immediately feels, what? As the satchel is ripped off of him and it comes directly to you.
And while that's going on, Ace would like to sprint with unhumanly like speed to try and get the rose, or get the golden lily.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. That's a 4. He's actually going to use one of his own luck points because he's not willing to take those consequences.
Yeah, remind me what your luck does when you use it.
My luck brings something back from the past that I've experienced with on this.
That's right. I figured, does it say it helps you in it, or it just eventually brings it back?
Let me read the exact wording behind that. It says, once my computer wants to work. Okay, gotta get from the phone. The phone says, alright. When you spend a luck point, you discover something happening now is related to something you were involved in years ago.
Perfect. Okay, that's what it was. All right, absolutely. So you rush forward and you go to grab this golden lily, and as you do, you remember there's a smell here. And the last time you smelled this, was when you were traveling with your family in Russia. In a forest. You were much, much younger. And thinking back now, you realize that you were on a type of hunt. Your sister with you, and parents had run off to do something. And you had heard a cry. And your sister ran. And you saw another young girl being offered a golden pine cone by a very similar looking man. And once she touched it, they both turned into birds and flew away. And after that, you saw posters of her missing throughout the village, and you remember your sister being taken with your parents, and shortly before you all left, the girl was found and returned. And she was missing one eye. And as you grab it, this man looks at you. And their eyes are far too old. Impossible. And they sneer. You steal from Ivanovich. And they wave their hand, and you feel your body crack. Bones move. You're going to take 3 harm.
Alright, that's reduced down to 2, but alright.
All right. Ugh, and you look, and in the hand that you have this grasped is turned to wooden bark. And you cannot open your hand, and you cannot bend your elbow, for it is pure wood. In the tree, Gun whispers to you, Interloper has entered this competition. Interesting. A hunt indeed. You, Katie. What would everyone like to do?
I'm sorry, what?
Gun whispers, an interloper has entered the competition.
Oh.
The hunt is joined by many. Interesting.
How do you know?
And gestures down to the man who just turned part of Ace's arm into like a tree branch. He goes, he is not of this island.
Full disclosure, I had to step away for 7 minutes. I'm
all good.
Okay.
Okay, so 7 minutes, I'm not entirely sure. So we have Portia has taken the satchel and frozen Tyler. Ace knocked the pine cones out of the stranger's hands. He asked Lindsay to grab them. Lindsay was about to. Ace rushed forward, grabbed the pine cone instead. This man got very angry and waved his hand, and Ace's arm turned into pure tree.
Oh. Okay. Do I recognize the man?
You do not. Not seen this man before.
Okay. I will. I think I have a little move here. Okay, has the man moved away from Ace?
Not yet. Like just all that kind of action here.
Okay. I think for now I'm going to wait a second and see if they move away or if they stay here. And then if they stay here, I'll possibly do something.
Okay.
Portia is. She doesn't know what to do. She'll just call out to Ace. Ace! What should I do?
Get to the Goblin Market.
Oh. Are you gonna be okay?
He turns and looks at you. He's like, don't worry. Just tell Tara I'll be back for the dance
Okay.
someday.
Okay.
And he takes the holy dagger and says, this is for the eye you took.
Okay.
And actually tries and attacks the Cinderlopa to keep him busy while Portia runs away.
Okay. Row kick some ass.
Because he's got no clue Katie's there.
Can I try to help with Jeeks?
Yeah, I would just say you're not running away. So if you're helping.
Shit. Okay. Do you need that? Okay, I'll just run.
Yeah, that's going to be a 4.
4. Okay. Well, that is a hard move. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. We've not really had this in a encounter yet.
Yeah, helping wouldn't have.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do a thing.
Even did anything because it's only a +1. So okay.
Well, actually, hold on. Well, I mean, I've only used 2 luck points so far, so
Gosh.
let's go back to it. And another flashback happens as he dives the dagger deeper.
Okay, so tell me, do you have advanced kick-ass or no?
I do.
You do? Okay, so what is the enhanced effect that you're picking?
So the enhanced effect that I'm going to pick is going to be my attack inflicts double the harm.
Okay. So what is the harm of your holy knife?
So the holy dagger is sorry, it's blessed knife is technically the name,
Blessed knife?
but it's 2 harm hand holy.
Harm hand holy. Very good. Which I believe the holy will be applicable here. It will be. So that means it ignores their armor. That's going to inflict 4 harm. because you're doubling it. Ugh. As you take this, you can see that there is like what appears to you to be armor made up of pine needles and bark that the knife cuts through, and you see not only rips through the flesh you see, but seems to reveal layers of rotten, decrepit flesh that you tear away with your dagger. In doing this, they will still inflict harm upon you as they sneer and close their hand deeper, and that would be another 3 harm.
All right, I will take 2 of that then.
Okay. And I think with that, the wood moves up your shoulder. Part of your neck is bark, and you see roots now coming across your chest, interweaving within the flesh, going towards your heart. Lindsay screams. And how do you, Portia, how do you envision this affecting Tyler? You like dragging Tyler with you, or is Tyler just there? Like, what's going on?
I think she would have dropped him on the ground.
Okay.
And pinned him there for until she couldn't pin him anymore.
Okay, so she gets away, probably out of sight, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you run out of sight. That's kind of what you usually do. Unless you run away as he gets, this creature will look at Tyler, says, get the other one. And Tyler gets up and starts running in another direction.
And she's just running to the stream where she can get to the Goblins Market. And I know she would remember what she needed to do when she got there, but above table, I don't remember. I know I need to jump over it.
Yeah.
How many times?
I do believe it is 3.
Once forward, once backwards, and then once forward again, right?
Oh, we got that. Yeah, but she knows what to do.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, anything in the like, I would say here in the tree, Katie, you see Gunn kind of smiling. It's like, this is exciting, isn't it?
Okay. I don't really know what's going on.
Are you not enjoying yourself? Should we do something else?
Well, who is this? Who is that?
I have no idea. He does not belong here.
So what usually happens to an interloper?
Well, you and your friends typically take care of them.
Oh, I have to take care of it?
Don't have to do anything, Katie. But if you wish, I guess if you do not wish to continue our date, that's up to you.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I mean, why can't we do it together?
He is technically part of the hunt. I cannot help. I cannot interfere in the hunt.
But it's my job to, right?
If you choose it to be.
What? Wait, hold on. Don't Don't go anywhere, okay?
I'm not leaving.
All right, I'm going to handle this without violence.
Cocks his head. Interesting. Show me, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So she hops down from the tree.
Okay. What I'll say is this. I think as you go down, this is what he'll do. I think he'll go, if you touch that ground, you are a part of the hunt.
What? Hold on. I thought I was going to handle it.
He's just letting you know if you touch the ground, you're part of the hunt.
If I touch the ground, I'm part of the hunt. Okay, well, where's the lowest branch?
Yeah, you can definitely get to a lower branch. Totally
Okay.
cool with this. He's just being very clear.
Yeah,
he is involved.
dating is so hard in Monster of the Week.
You didn't know that
I love it. Okay, so you look at it. Yeah, I think you get to a lower branch. It's not too hard.
All right. So I see the interloper.
You can see him. Yeah, he's holding his hand out to Ace and slowly turning him to what looks like a tree.
Wait.
What do you want?
You've made an error in the rules book.
I do not care for this place's rules.
It's not this place's rules. It's Greater Magic's rules. It's what you're using right now to try to stop this person. And it's going to invoke a lot of problems if you don't listen to me.
Let's see.
I am the forest. And she is going to try to do this. She's technically doing two things at once. She's going to try to use this teleportation to move to a set point in different trees nearby and say each word of the sentence from a different location through the wind, while
Okay.
also attempting to manipulate the individual.
Okay. I feel like you're pushing the what you were taught to do so quickly. Sounds like an act under pressure.
Okay.
So, and again,
Fair enough.
whenever we do, it's always a discussion. So
Yeah.
as long as we're in agreement on that.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. She's kind of drawing on what she just experienced to kind of try
Yeah,
to do this. So.
She can do it, but yeah. Or it would be weird. Either one I would allow if you want to roll cool or weird on this.
Okay.
Kind of could both apply.
Yeah, I would roll weird then.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Because if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to look this up to be sure.
Yeah, and Ellie's not close enough to help.
I'm just checking to make sure this is correct. Yeah. Anytime I roll weird, I can roll charm instead. So
There
that
you
actually
go.
gives me an extra. Okay.
But to cool to weird to charm.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. And is this a use magic roll? Or is this just a weird to establish whether or not this is working?
I feel like this is act under pressure using
Gotcha. Okay.
that this
Understood.
whole thing we just did.
It's interesting. All right.
Yeah.
It's hopping around as much as Katie is right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. First dice and second dice. Okay. That is going to be a 7.
Okay.
Unless she still has, I don't think that +1 forward still counts. So I think, yeah, that's 7.
Okay. Yeah, I think you go to do this, the wind blows. You can appear in multiple places. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. I think this will work how you want it to work, and you're going to auto succeed on kind of this getting him to go. I will give you that. However, you will purposely land on the ground to achieve the effect and snub gun.
Unless I spend a luck.
Right. Now the other choice, because I'm going to give you a choice. That's one outcome. The other outcome here is to essentially not do this. Fail in front of them, in which case it would be a -2 to the charm roll. But you could use a luck right now if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But
I'll
the
go
luck
use-
right now also messes with gun.
Yeah, but it doesn't snub him, does it? It just marks it on the...
It deteriorates your relationship.
So it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still deteriorating it, right?
Unless you do the -2 to the charm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the -2 to the charm because I can always spend the luck later and deteriorate it anyway. So, yeah.
Right. It's that.
There's no reason not to.
I guess that's true. But that's how the game goes. All right. So instead, you just kind of stay in the same place, and you obviously are trying to do something, and he's like, "What?"
All right. So now I manipulate minus the 2.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, let me check the thing before I decide if I'm going to spend a luck on this. I rolled a 9 total with everything included, including the minus and all that stuff.
Okay. Your charm was really good, so yeah, it was.
Where is my... Oh, there. Wait, that's not it. I don't understand. I had it pulled up a second ago. Oh, it's on this computer. On the wrong computer. Okay. Charm. Where's charm at? Oh, it's manipulate someone, not charm.
Someone, yeah. So 7 and 9 is there. Do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you that you mean it.
Or I could spend the point and immediately force them to become an ally. But also, well, I mean, that's what it says.
It says what it's okay, but let me look at your. Let me double check your playbook. If that's what it says, that's what it says. I'm going to play by this game, Squirrels, because I think it is fun. But I just want to double check at your playbook. But yeah, you can decide what you want to do here.
Well, I mean, she'll spend the luck point if she gets the advanced and she deteriorates the relationship slightly, not a lot, but it does mark off on the relationship marker. But
yeah, it does.
It also means they would do exactly what I want them to do.
Yeah,
and they become an ally for the rest of the mystery.
Yeah, because they get more estranged from.
Unless this is like the big bad, I guess. In which case, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm looking at this. So the move is monster empathy.
Yes, the move is monster empathy. But the other part of that is if I'm spending the luck to become a 12, I get the advanced on my manipulate.
Well, okay, so wait a minute. So it's not, so muscle empathy is when you want to work out what a supernatural creature desires.
Oh no, it's not that one. It's the I got a bunch of them. One of it is dark desires is what I was.
Okay, so I need you to give me their emotional tie.
The emotional tie is I thought was the
Forest, is that what you're using?
yeah.
Okay, cool. That makes sense to me. Okay. Just going. Yeah. In that case, the emotional tie to the forest. I am the forest. You got your yeah. So I think with this, what seems to make sense to me is describe how you do this. I think in a way that's a little like seductive, or her, because I think this emotional connection. Actually, no. I think I like this better. You do what you said you did. You do this, and he kind of looks at you, and he goes, "You are an injured spirit." And he crosses, leaving Ace, and he floats up to you. Really, like roots kind of lift him up. And he takes your hand and kisses it and stares deeply into your eyes.
That explains why I'm marking the relationship status.
Yeah. And caresses your cheek. And then what you wanted him to do was go, right?
Well, now that he is kind of more complacent, the first thing I'll ask of him is that he returns Ace back. And then that he leaves. Because he made an error, as this was someone protecting the spirits of the forest.
Okay. Yeah, let me just look. This is the it's the only part of this game is I end up having to go through so many sheets, and then I have to go back to my monster. It's all good. Okay, so then your ally trusting. So okay. He looks back. And he points to one of the trees in the grove that is now the grass beneath is rapidly turning back to snow. And says, "I cannot. But if you take one of my pine cones there, beautiful woman, and brew a tea, and give, yeah, brew a tea and accept my kiss now. You may cure him."
I look at Gun. Is he even still there?
Gun's there and fuming.
Oh yeah,
but he cannot interfere with events.
And so I go, okay, and she just mouths, "I'm so sorry," and just, yeah, she'll do it.
Yeah, he leans over and gives you a kiss, and as he does, this is rotten breath and flesh. It's disgusting, and what appears to be the spine of a bird falls into your hand. as he himself transforms into birds and flies away.
Huh. Okay. And his gun's still there.
I think Gun is in the moment, looks at you. And man, I don't think it's just one track. He goes, "Do you need to help your friend? I will wait back in the courtyard."
Okay. Oh,
And yeah, go ahead.
have they actually? I think it works if he leaves when she's mid sentence. That makes sense.
Oh yeah. Oh, he punches a tree and it like cracks. And he wind blows and he's gone.
Mhm. So she'll come down from the tree, immediately go to the other tree to get what she needs, and then head over to Ace. Ace?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to get you a tea, okay? It'll
Alright.
return you back.
By the way, Matt, I am currently unstable. I don't know what that means.
Okay. But you still have some things left?
So I'm at 6 harm.
Okay. Is your total 8?
Looks like, so I've got 7 markers and then it says dying. I don't know what that means.
Okay. What it says basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. So okay, to grab the pine cone that he said.
Yeah.
And you have.
So he's probably out cold then, correct?
Yeah, he's not. Oh, yeah, he's not conscious.
Am I able to?
In that case, Ace can try a move, not as bad as it looks to get conscious if I need be. I don't know.
It's up to you.
Sure.
Okay. If you want me to, I can try to go back, get the tea, and bring it right back.
Okay.
I can do it kind of quick.
Oh God. Yeah. I failed that, so how many harm do I take? You get to do a harm move, Matt?
Okay.
Or I get a +3 and I've rolled 2 1s, so.
Yeah. You ask him this, Katie? And he, for a moment, comes to move, and his shoes blast apart as you just see roots instead of feet. As they go into the ground, and his skin gets covered in bark, and you can see flesh eyes and flesh lips, but the rest of him is covered entirely with his mouth slightly open.
Okay. Don't you dare die, because if I'm ruining my relationship for this, you better be alive. Is steam count as wind?
Steam count. No, I think I mean wind. I mean, what are we trying to do? You can.
I was trying to get to like the kitchen of the place to go and brew this and bring it right back.
Oh, well, you can't go inside. The two places have to be outside. Is what
Oh, that's right.
So, but there were fires in that courtyard.
Okay.
Now, let me see here.
Because there might be people with hot cocoa, and I'll just steal their
Terrence
freaking cup.
technically is there.
Okay, that would help.
And Terrence is part of the investigation group. So I think you could, because you have to go where one of your friends are. So I think that works.
Okay. All right. So that's what she's going to do while Portia is hop in the rivers, hopefully.
And
Yeah.
Tara's still there in a wheelchair too, somewhere in the courtyard.
That's true. So who do you want to appear by and interact with at this?
Would I be able to tell who's closer to the fire based on the last time I was there?
No, because I think you have to concentrate on a person. What you know is they're somewhere nearer the school than you are.
Okay. Well, I know that Tara can appear places. And I'm looking at their team moves. She's social cogs. He is. Okay, yeah, those are both useless. So yeah, she's going. Actually, Tara's might be kind of useful here. So she will focus on Tara.
Okay, so appear right next to Tara's chair. What to do?
Tara, Ace is in trouble. Okay, I need to be able to brew tea really quickly.
Okay. Totally see this. I think Tara, she got social cogs, right? So she looks and she immediately calls. I think we look over to these open grills where some hot water has just started to boil. And they're beginning to pour it in and mix into hot chocolate, or they're starting to. And she yells, "Emily Everton, you stop right there or everyone knows about your spring break." And she's like, looks and what? And she's like, "Let's go."
All right. Yep. Dealing that.
And so you immediately get boiled water.
Awesome.
And you can plop, plop.
Yep. Putting the pine cone in there, putting it on the fire.
Yeah. And you can put the rib bone in there too. That was kind of part of the deal. Well, yeah, it's already actually. So the water's hot, so now it just has to steep.
Okay.
The way the tea would work. So and it's steeping. Okay, so let's kind of pause there, I guess, and go to what Porsche is doing.
She's jumping over the streams.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's holding hands with Emmy.
Ellie, right?
Ellie. I don't know why I thought Emmy. Ellie, and they're doing it together.
Perfect.
To get to this goblin market as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you hop. And with that, all of a sudden, there is music and warmth, and yet snow and ice and stalls all around. And you see the trees seem to be almost in the same place here, but there's no stream. It's foot trodden path and roadways, or pathways, I should say. And you see satyrs, small goblin-like creatures, kobold-esque things with rotten teeth, and all manner of creature, including flying, what almost look like women, except they have claws and very sharp teeth, like pixies, moving and trading. And there's this cheer, "Aha! The dealers are here!"
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm in need of a flower.
And everyone, you see like 5 booths open, and they kind of like turn over stuff, and there's just flowers. And then 7 people around you like open up these coats they have on, and there's like flowers.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, you guys are so eager. I love it. I'm looking for a specific flower. A white rose. I think that's what color. I know we needed a rose, a lily, or a daffodil.
Yes.
I think a white rose would be like the first thing that pops into her head.
Okay. And you did realize Terrence did provide you the research to know what all those meant?
Yeah, and I can't remember what they were.
I just want to make sure you're doing what you would want to do.
Yeah. She would go for the one.
So white rose was purity, innocence, reverence, a new beginning, or a fresh start.
Okay, and the daffodil?
The daffodil was rebirth and new beginnings.
And then
it symbolizes like the end of cold, dark days.
Okay. And then the lily was
the lily ultimately is rebirth. So basically, you can if you're choosing between white rose is more like a fresh start, or innocence. Then the lilies would be rebirth, and the daffodil could be like either like forgiveness or creativity or an energy.
Well, the winter, all this winter stuff that we're doing is about renewal, rebirth, the beginning of something. That's what this is.
Sure. Well, what you got here was that any flower would do this. It's more that this projects into the next season.
Okay.
And by what you got from the ritual sort of was the idea of the people voting. They almost vote on what future they want. But so if you bring back this flower, then that would be the whole idea. Essentially, is if this flower gets placed in, and since it's usually the only rare flower a lot of the times, the only one that actually came from the forest, and all that, that is like the projection onto the next season.
Well, I think personally, what Portia thinks that this place needs is renewal because of so many bad things that have already happened. They need a fresh start, like almost a sense, I guess, of a sense of hope for the rest of the year that nothing else bad will happen.
Okay.
Well, that would be would that be the rose? My brain does not want to keep track.
I mean,
today.
the rose is things like a fresh start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I think magically that can mean many things. But yeah, in her mind, if she's like just a fresh start, not a continuation of the way the years, that's how she's thinking.
Yeah.
I think that So she asked for the white rose.
Yes.
There's this sigh as a lot of jackets close.
I'm sorry.
And there is one person with their jacket open and one person with their booth open. And among all their flowers, they have so many colors of roses and all these types of things, and lilies and daffodils. They know their market, but each do have a singular white rose. The one essentially looks like this enormous ogre who dwarfs their stall. And mine is the best. With this, you will get to you can make choices like you did in the fall again and reroute the momentum. And The other one actually just looks like an old woman. Here, hold it open as she takes it out. And she goes, mine came from the first springing of wild roses from last year. The Mole King wanted it, but I saved it for possibly one of you. This. In the Queen's crown, you may decide and name what comes next.
Can you bring the two roses together so I can see them?
Yep. She actually goes to the stall and they both hold them.
And with her artistic eye, she's looking at the two roses.
Okay. What are you trying to discern?
She's not trying to discern the beauty of the rose, but I guess almost the purity of it.
Looking at this, the one the old woman holds has just the slightest tinges of red, almost pink at the edges. Where the one the yoga holds is pure white.
And red and pink usually have a meaning of love
Or passion.
or passion. I think she would go with the one with the tinges of pink and red for the hope and love and passion of the school and the island and the people, her classmates and her friends, and hope that they continue to build their relationships. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I think in this moment it's not when you necessarily project that in, but yeah, look at that. And she goes, of a discerning eye. So, what have you brought to trade for this gift?
She'll pull out the leather satchel and open it. I have no clue what's in it.
Yeah. You look in the satchel and there is, and these are I see these are labeled, I think. And you see a piece of the sign at the front gate. There is a sample, a bottle of the of water of the streams, and there is a blank student ID card.
I think she would pull out the blank student ID card. I hope we become friends.
Smiles. do nicely. Takes it, and immediately you see it begin to get like filled out. She puts it away before like pictures or anything form, and she quickly hands you the rose, and she turns from you, cloak up, and her body cracks. She grows larger into about between 5 and 6 feet tall, and you see her taking, even through the cloak, a young feminine form, but does not turn back to you and just walks.
She'll just kind of whisper, "Thank you," and breathe. How do we get back?
It was the same way. So you whisper cantation and jump. You actually on the ground there seems to be cracks where the streams would run.
Mhm.
You can jump over the cracks.
She'd put the rose safely away,
Okay.
just in case Tyler is out there waiting for
You
her
got it.
before they do this.
And you, yeah, like with that, jump, and the cold wind hits you once more. You find yourself by streams.
We should get back quickly.
Hey, start running back. And Katie, you have tea ready to go.
All right, so I am going to look at Tara and kind of take her hand and say, I don't know if I know how to do this part yet, but I'm going to try. And she closes her eyes and thinks about the hidden pine trails of the forest and tries to find Ace.
Okay. Vase. Did you say you took Tara's hand or no?
I did.
Okay, so you're trying to take Tara with you. You think of Ace and you feel the wind carry you, and it doesn't seem strong enough to grab Tara, except in a moment she feels it, and you, in her, there's an even colder blast around you, and just as you look at her, it's as if she becomes shadow. And you see, in kind of this elongated moment, with your eyes open, everything whisks past as you're carried along the wind, and you see what appears to be like a form of Tara in her wheelchair moving through the shadows of the trees. And instantly you are brought by the wind as you see her roll out of the back of Ace's shadow. As she screams, looking at him.
All right, so I immediately run over there and kind of try not to move him too much because I don't know what condition he's in, and but I try to pour the tea into what used to be his mouth.
Yeah, and there's still a little bit of lip there. It's just a bit of flesh that's left. It's not fully gone. As you pour it down his throat. As you do, the bark treats. And I'm going to say, let's take you down to 2 harm total. Ace. To more represent, this is exhaustion harm. If you take like once you sleep, a full sleep, this will disappear. This is just what is after being turned into a tree and turned back. It fades and its flash as Ace collapses. And Tara smacks him across the face. And then gives him a huge hug and cries.
And did I learn anything about Gun's fate or anything earlier?
I think we probably roll that out a little more. Like if you, I roleplay that out a bit. I guess what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think we can talk about that a little bit. Like if you and Gun talk. I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, I guess you're back.
I don't think I ever left. I just couldn't move for a little bit.
Oh, it was a little worse than that. I mean, you were a tree. You were almost like firewood.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess I'll leave you to it. I sort of have to get back because I think Gun is furious with me. So, yeah. I'll see y'all later.
Leave us to what?
To get, we're heading back, right? Unless you two had other plans.
We should get back, right? I mean, you're no condition to continue.
Wait, no, and he'll stand up. He's like, you guys go back. There's one more person in danger still, and I'm the only one that knows about it, and Portia's not able to get there. I got to.
What? What are you talking about?
There was a guy we were going with. That thing that turned me into a tree had Trevor. He's part of Trevor. Or Trevor's part of him, or something or other, and they're like birds, and they cause birds to take people and bring back their eye, bring them back without their
So Amber's still in the woods. That could be what they're referring to.
Yeah. Oh, he's making absolutely no sense. But
well, I mean, the birds are gone, but if we need to go find somebody, then let's go find them.
Well, I can't put you guys in danger, and...
Hold on. Wait a minute. No, you're the one who literally just became a tree, and I had to go save by brewing tea. And also might have ruined my first date. So, I'm going.
Well, Tara, you're still not in any condition to go, though.
Well, you insisted on carrying me before.
Fine. And he picks up the wheelchair.
Okay. In that case, Portia, what would you like to be doing?
Getting back to the school grounds.
Okay. In running back to the school grounds, I think Portia's got this, gotta get the thing done, gotta go mentality. Um, as you do, you see that you see Taylor and Amber. Taylor is holding both of Amber's hands and is making enough furtive, and you can hear her go, we're supposed to get the thing. Goes, listen, we can get you a flower. Like, come on. Like in the hunt, doing it during the hunt. And she kind of is being furtive and as if he's trying to get her to go somewhere deeper into the woods with him.
Fudge. Okay. Yep. Nope. Nope. Can't have that happening. I'm gonna interfere with my jinx.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust this boy.
So you have another hold, or do you have to rejinx?
I have to rejinx.
Okay.
Yeah. God, please roll something good for me. That's a 6.
6.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay. And that's with at least +1?
Yeah, I rolled a 3, and I have a
Okay.
+2 to weird.
I think this goes out and you in a moment you kind of you allow your mind, and Ellie's next to you, and you kind of think about dancing with her for a second, and that pushes into your magic, and suddenly you see Amber's facing from the distance kind of go flush. They giggle, and she immediately grasps Potato Sin, and they run deeper into the woods.
Can I clock which way they're going? Which way they're running?
I think so. Yeah, you see which way they're running.
Okay. Because she just doesn't have any way. There's just... Only other thing she can do is tune in to figure out what this boy is trying to do, where he's trying to take her. It's the only other thing she could do. She's not strong enough to do anything.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
She's gonna start running. She feels terrible, but she's gonna start running back.
Start running. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. And then later on, she'll tune in to figure out what happened.
Yeah. With that, let's take our break. Alrighty. Get going.
I'm back.
Good. I'm assuming Alex is coming back here. I just say I love what all of you do. Like I've got like how I think a mystery is gonna go, and think's a strong word. I think because you have to have a plan for it to work. But you know.
Oh yeah.
But you have to have it because you have to kind of go well, in case whatever. And so, it's really funny to see how everyone figures stuff out. And I knew what I gave Katie was going to make it like very changing, but also I could see it's doing what it's doing, which is having a good drama to it. So. Yeah,
I feel bad for having to leave because Portia really has nothing to help in that situation with Tyler and Amber. And it's just like,
yeah. It's quite interesting. Well, that's weird. We played Wild West last weekend, didn't we?
No, we haven't played in a long time.
No, you were sick last weekend.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Okay. There's going to be 2 weeks on these. Well, that stinks. Oh, well.
Just gives our department more time to work on the set for the engagement party, I guess. Yeah.
It does. Yeah, I want everyone hopefully there the engagement thing anyway. So, but yeah, like I said, with Mother's Day, you give people that option. So,
yeah.
Come on, Alex. Gonna want you back here. Well, problem is I never really know with his internet. Okay, so then I guess we need to get back to it. So bad. So you begin running as we see Portia moving quickly along with Ellie. Oh, here we go. Good. Hey.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. So
Sorry, apparently my computer froze on that.
Boys. So moving quickly, Portia and Ellie run to the main square, pool in the courtyard, triumphantly being the first back with a rose. As wet as dew upon it, seemingly grown out of the winter, and there are cheers that erupt. In the meantime, shortly thereafter, in this moment, Lindsay arrives with a daffodil. But a little after you, she is upset as yours is almost brighter than should be possible as you hold it just slightly. Next, Ace, Tara, And Katie, you move. And you hear scream. Up ahead as the direction you are trying to track through the woods. What'd you like to do?
Come on.
Yep.
Can Ace read a bad situation?
Yeah.
That is an 11.
Okay.
The first question for the whole is what's the best way in?
Best way in without getting too noticed, you can see a path that leads to a rock, like a large like boulder, looking like 20 feet. And climbing over that will give you a look out into the lower ground as it's going down a slope below.
All right. Ace would motion to Katie that way and bring Tara close, but then set her down on the other side of the rock before he climbs up to the rock to kind of keep her out of harm's way a little bit at least.
I'm going to try to sense anything magic.
Absolutely. That a special move, or is that a use magic?
It's a move.
Got it.
All right, and that is a 13.
Okay. What do you what all do you get with it?
Well, let's see. It means I can sense them fully.
Okay. You are you moving up with Ace at the same time or no?
No.
Okay. So then Ace, you you push through here and as you get onto the rock, you look down and you see the bottom of this white pine tree. Taylor. Who is holding what appears to be a bird skull. And he tries to grasp at his neck, and it's very irritated, as if he can't find something. Katie, as you expand your senses, sensed instantly this creature grabbing Amber
Okay.
and pulling them into a tree and vanishing.
Vanishing where?
To, you think, the streams?
Well, I mean, I'd be able to tell where they went.
Yes, the streams.
So I will use monster empathy. See if I can suss out what it is they want. All right, so that's a 9, so I get 1 question. What does it desire?
You concentrate here. And think of how it over you before. And what it was attempting, like it was almost like it was appraising you when you were and you think he's looking for a girl, a woman to present as a bride, not for himself, but for someone else.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of whisper up to the other two. I've got to get to the streams, and I'm going to start bolting in the direction that I'm sensing they went.
Okay. An ace.
Ace would like to use his other hold to try and figure out how to best protect the victim.
Trying to give you some good information here. Okay. Whatever took them, whatever was hurting you, is a creature of a fair mass amount of power. You struck it, simply raised a hand, and began turning you into this tree. It is formidable. She's gone.
All right.
And I would think that potentially the best way to protect this victim would be to understand and how to beat this thing. Or trade. And with that, Katie, I'm going to change a little bit what I told you. I'm going to add something to it. That its underlying desire is freedom.
Okay.
It feels trapped. Or it thinks it's trapped and it wants to be free. And that's what's linking it to grab these things for something. Or these women for something.
Okay.
And it's clearer. And yeah, I would say, what do you feel like? Well, the best way is to figure how to defeat them or to ace. Yeah. Best way is probably to get enough information to be effective on them, or to Yeah, I guess it's just one way. Yeah, I'll give that.
So yeah, Katie's still heading that way.
Ace will go ahead and follow, and as he's running, would it be possible for him to try and remember back to that time, since he's had a past run-in, and try and investigate a mystery on this thing?
So you want to investigate the scene here?
Well, yes, more or less investigate the monster in particular, or
With what? Like, what are you using?
just past memories, since it's already been determined that
Okay.
he was on the hunt with it previously, so he's trying to remember if he somehow remembers anything from that. I don't know if it's allowed. I'm just
Um. I think so. I think that makes sense to me as you're trying to just get your head. So I think in this moment you're ignoring Taylor, which is fine, but like they're moving out and away as you kind of sit here and try to rack your brain as Katie runs. So go ahead and roll investigate a mystery.
all right. That's going to be an 11. So what sort of creature is it?
Yeah. You think back. I remember being in your room in a cabin that you and your family were renting in the woods of Russia in the forests, and hearing in hushed voices your mother talking to your dad. Seriously, we're supposed to be on vacation and we're just going to get involved in the hunt for a leshy, no less? Getting involved to help a girl from a horrible fate. So it's called a leshy.
All right. And then thinking back, he's going to try and remember what was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Plus, Dad continues. The reason he'd be taking this girl or others would be to expand. Not happy here. They'll go other places unless we do something. That means grabbing more girls to appease whoever it is he is trying to appease in the market. Then they will continue. He will continue to grab people. Will not end. Even if it does, when does he want bigger borders somewhere else? Closer to home, maybe. in the same way, as you remember this, and you look at this tree, you also remember standing by one very much like this white pine. And you recall picking up a pine cone as a young man came up to you, said, "Hey, remember, if you ever nervous about going somewhere, make sure you take that with you. Brings good luck." And you recall, among all your other things, bringing it here. You realize that as you stare up, this white pine stands out here. You'd only ever seen one like this in that forest in Russia.
All right. Then Ace is going to go ahead and look around. Can he see Katie running or no?
Yeah.
He's going to pick up Tara and run after Katie.
And Katie and Ace, you arrive at the streams. There's no one here.
Hello?
Moments pass and there are no answers.
So where do I sense the magic?
Is it ongoing?
Yeah.
So you get a constant sense of where they are. I mean, there's magic all in the streams. Yeah, I think you bend down and you see. You recognize this Portia's prints and Ellie's, and then another looking like they were on two sides of the stream and then back, and you sense that they've moved to like another magical place, using this as a place to start.
Okay. What would I have to do to try to figure out what to do here?
Does Ace know? Alex? I don't know if Ace was there or helped get the information. I couldn't remember.
For the Goblin Market?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got from his sister.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So I think Ace arrives.
Ooh. Katie, where are you going?
Huh?
What's going on?
This is where the thing is. It's somewhere around here.
I don't see anything.
Well, I sense it.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I sense supernatural things sometimes. And look, see, there are footprints here and there are footprints there, and here's a footprint, there's a footprint, everywhere a footprint.
Oh. Okay. I know how to get this.
How?
But first give me one moment. Tara, would you be able to relay an information back to Portia for me? Please?
I mean, I guess I could go back there. Yeah, I'll get my chair through the woods.
Well, I wasn't thinking your chair. I know you appear places sometimes, and I was hoping you could do that.
I don't even know how that works. I'll do what I can.
But stay safe. And I promise we will dance. Tell her that something that can turn people into trees is also able to with the birds somehow, and stay away from birds, people trying to make deals, and Trevor's still about.
And let Gunn know that I'm really sorry.
Are you going to also tell them that it's a Lashy because you got that information?
Yeah. And then about the pine cone too, if that has any significant meaning to anyone, but
Okay. And she goes, all right, I'll try.
Ace squeezes her hand and then starts hopping over the streams and then knocks on the tree nearby.
And Katie's going to do whatever he's doing.
Yeah, knock, 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 and the door opens. Door in the tree seems to open. Through it, you can see what appears to be night on a small pathway that has empty stalls.
Good. So I'm gonna take a look around here.
All right. So the two of you enter in. Door closes.
Ace, this
Yeah.
I don't know what he's called, but I think he likes me, so we should use violence only as a last resort. Let me try to reason with him first.
Well, but he's already hurt.
Yeah, but he's the reason why I knew how to save you.
I guess.
Thank you, Ace.
Portia in the fields of the courtyard. There are cheers and I was excited, and soon a clock chimes and signaling the end of the time to get the flowers. And there is no Amber. And it is simply you and Lindsay. Anything you want to do?
Ellie, can you cover for me real quick?
I don't know what that means. What do you want me to do?
I gotta go check on something real quick. Can you tell me I had to run to the bathroom if they try if they ask where I'm going or whatnot.
Yeah, I can tell me how to go pee. It's fine.
All right. Well, better yet, come with me and you can keep guard.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And she'll lead Ellie to the restrooms, and she'll go into a stall, and she will try to tune in to the monster.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I'm so scared of my dice. 11.
Okay.
First good roll of the day. Okay, yay. Yeah, okay. There it is. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. Okay, so 10 plus hold 3. Okay, where is the creature right now?
Okay. So, you see what appears to be a tree of flesh and fronds composed of human and tree limbs that carries Amber, dragging her as she struggles. She's bound with roots and gagged with them as well. And you kind of recognize that he is walking down night along the same type of path, foot trodden, that you recognized from the Goblin Market. He approaches an enormous hill. Almost resembles a mountain, but it's been dug up with dirt and large stones, not naturally formed. And there is the hole that he drags her towards.
Oh, what is it planning to do?
She into its mind. She goes, yes. It's not my fault that this has happened. Hopefully Ulachu will accept this as payment. Take this as... Even Sat is thinking, take this pathetic creature as his bride.
Damn it. How can I attract his attention?
I think right now you get down and realize it's worried and it concentrates on these pines, these white pine trees that are throughout the woods, and that he needs them to stay in the woods. And so to attract his attention would be to harm or damage or destroy trees.
Okay. She's gonna burst out of the bathroom. Look at Ellie. I need an axe. Like now, like where the place where the keeper keeps all his tools, the tool shed.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, she's gonna run to grab an axe and find the closest pine tree and start chopping.
Okay, so specifically, it was these white pine trees.
Yeah, the white pine trees.
So you have to go sometime in the woods. There's not a lot of them. Like you realize where you're standing, you don't see any. There's none
Okay.
thing that's like deep in. They're somewhat rare.
Okay.
But you
But
walk in.
she will look for them.
So I think looking for them is going to be an act under pressure here, because you're attempting to do it before whatever he's trying to do happens.
Yeah, and I have a +1 ongoing while acting on the answers.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me something with the cool. Okay. 9 and 10. 10.
There
10.
you go. You run and you begin chopping at this pine. I love it. So back, Katie and Ace, you hear this groan, almost like a cry, and you feel almost tremors in the ground as you see. Okay, I think you can recognize with your connection this once man, now this thing of tree limbs and human limbs all intertwined, dragging amber. And it's moving directly towards all of you down this path.
Wait.
It recognizes you.
I want to help you.
I am not in your forest.
No, but I still want to help you as payment for your help earlier. Now I'm returning the favor.
And tell me. Tell me how you wish to help.
I know you want to be free. Let me help you be free. And you can release Amber. And all is well.
I must give a wife to Ulichu.
Okay.
I bargained for this one.
Okay, just give me some time and I'll get you a wife and it'll be great.
Yeah, so you can make a persuasion. Or what's that? Manipulate somebody.
All right. Let's pull it up. Oh, okay. That is a 12.
You will bring me what I need to satisfy Ulachu's anger to me.
Yeah.
Then swear this upon your whole self.
How do I do that?
Sorry, was that an 11 or a 12?
It's a 12.
Was it 12? Okay, so actually you get him fully in this. Never mind. Got you head advanced. 9. They plan to give him more. For him to make eyeless brides. Until he releases me. Bring me others if this one is so important. And he doesn't throw, he sets Amber before you.
Okay.
This is not satisfied, I will accept and hunt more.
Won't be necessary. How much time can you give me?
You must do this before the first dance.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll return with something to satisfy Lucance. Lucance?
Ulechu.
Ulechu. I'll return with something to satisfy Ulechu and let you free. Before the first dance. How long is it till the first dance?
Currently, less than 24 hours.
All right. Okay. Come on. Take Amber.
So, probably roughly 22 hours.
Okay.
You take Amber. I truly hope. I want to be free of the Mole King.
I've promised you.
And they nod, and you are able. This is really interesting. He accepts this. The other thing. Go and he'll say. The other one, pink-haired queen of death. She hurts my tree. She must stop.
Okay. I will go stop her right now.
Okay, it works.
Ace, can you get Amber back home? I need to go stop whatever Portia's doing.
All right. For the record, I don't like this deal.
It's okay.
And he walks away.
And she looks back at the other. What was your name?
No. My name's my business. If you must, call me Ivanovich.
Okay. And so she will try to get where the wind is and head to where Portia is.
But I will tell you, it's up to you. You could push to get their actual name here, but it would be a great risk.
What kind of risk?
Probably the whole thing coming crashing down from what you've done. To get a Fey name here, essentially.
Oh, I mean, I think it's more important that I have Ulichu's name right now, so I'm...
That's totally cool. Just letting
Yeah.
you know some options. But yeah, it would be a... Okay, cool.
Then again, this is the penultimate episode.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing actually pretty good, but yeah.
and I haven't spent but 2 luck points, so penultimate. Let's roll it.
Yeah, you can tell me how you want to try to like role play it out that we'll roll.
She will get kind of close to him and put her hand on his and just say, "I'm going to get you out. I just wanted to know your name so I could thank you for earlier. But it's okay."
Gasper. Roll the
Manipulate.
yeah, roll manipulate. I love it. This is how it needs to be. Exactly how this should be with
Oh, yeah. That's another 12. Different roll of the dice, but same result. 5
All
and a
right.
4.
As long as it's not going against their base interest, this is definitively your ally in all things. You've gotten 3 12s, so you don't need to even manipulate this point unless it's to get them away from their base desire. As you go, you must keep it to yourself. Let's. His rotting limbs caresses your face. My name is Yudashkin.
Thank you, Yudashkin. And then I'll say, "I'm Katie." And then I will head to the wind.
Perfect. You go, and you are able to get yourselves out of the goblin market once more. And I think I picture as you come out and you begin moving, you hear, what does Portia say as she cuts through the tree?
You can't have her take me instead. Oh shit, this is hard. Ellie, why is this so fucking hard? Oh my god.
You know, like people train for this. So, timber, you hear a tree fall, Katie.
Oh no. Portia!
What?
No!
What?
No, not the tree.
What?
Not the tree. Oh no, I'm too late. Oh no.
No.
Okay, we've got to fix this. We've got to
I'm
fix this.
lightheaded. Oh god, hold on.
It's okay.
hold
Have a seat.
on.
Put your head between your legs.
Okay.
Here, let me take that. And she goes for the axe.
Here.
Okay,
Oh, that's
listen.
heavy.
It's a long story, but
Mm.
we can't cut these down. We have to keep them up. Amber's okay.
Okay.
Amber's okay. She's with Ace. They're going back to the school as we speak. By the way, do you know any single people who are really into plants?
Portia just looks at you funny. Like, there's like a word for that, and I can't remember the word for that, but
Oh wait, moles. It's moles.
mole. Okay, so they're into animals.
Well, like a mole king, like Ulachu.
Maybe there's somebody who's into royalty. You don't have to actually tell them that it's mole royalty.
Okay, that we could work with that. The thing is, here's what's happening.
Okay.
So my new friend, I can't tell you his name because it's apparently a secret.
Okay.
But he has this person who basically enslaved him, named Ulachu, the Mole King, and the Mole King wants him to go out and find these girls and bring them to Ulachu. But I'm trying to help free him. So in order to do that, I have to know the things that Ulachu likes, like hopefully other than people. Maybe there's something else he desires that my friend could give the Mole King to free him,
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, we have to do this before the first people start dancing in like 22 hours.
Okay. So, how about we go back to the clubhouse and we do some research, see what we can find out?
Yeah. Yeah,
and maybe
hopefully.
maybe Tara can like ask around about see who would be into marrying into royalty.
Yeah. And hopefully Ace can meet up with us once he gets back, because this is all happening really fast.
Yeah.
And so how'd you do on the contest?
She'll pull out the rose. I got the rose.
Did you get there first?
I did.
So you're the queen, right?
I think there has to be a vote.
Oh, well, you'll pass that easy.
Okay, because Lindsay got there after I did with, what was it, a daffodil or a lily?
Well, I'm pretty sure we could get Amber's endorsement.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're doing.
Yeah, are you going to be okay? Hold on, let me help you up, and you can just put your arm over my shoulder here.
Oh, ow. I'm going to be super sore tomorrow. Okay, yeah.
I kind of miss being a robot because I never had any, joint pains or anything like that.
All right. I think as you make it back, Ace, you're able to get back as well. Tara eventually gets back, but Portia had run away. And so...
Sorry. But Portia didn't know, so...
Yeah. I think... yeah. For the purposes here, I think Katie, as you're right, like Amber endorses Portia, and immediately, essentially the entire courtyard shouts, Queen Portia, Queen Portia, Queen Portia, Queen Portia.
Portia looks mortified.
And the crowning of the queen, would occur as a way to start the first dance.
Okay. So we've got to hold off on the crowning, okay? But we'll get to that. I know that you're really eager to get the crown.
Right. And it would be tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Okay.
So
we got a lot of research to do tonight.
All right. Yeah. So the dance starts tomorrow night. You've got these things. So the other thing you also know is it's important that it goes off. Yes. So as much as you have this other mystery, it's important that things go as planned at the time they're supposed to go to. You found that out. So just some things like needs to happen as well as these things. So
by the way, Portia, do you think you and Ace could maybe do the research? And it's just I had a kind of a fight.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll meet up with you after.
I've got plenty of help from Ace, Tara, Terrence. Is that what his name is?
Yep.
Yeah, Terrence and Ellie. So we've got all the hands we need. You go fix your relationship with Gunn.
I don't smell like tree bark, do I?
You might want to take a shower.
Oh God.
And kind of.
It's just okay. I could really use your advice. I could use your advice. Okay, all right. So we were in a tree, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Hey, you can help, but don't touch the ground." So I was like, "Okay, no problem." So I didn't touch the ground, and then I was able to persuade my new friend to not hurt Ace, and actually help me help Ace. But in order to do that, he had to sort of kiss me, and that was right in front of Gunn, and Gunn got really mad, and Gunn punched the tree, and then he disappeared, and I haven't seen him since. And we were supposed to have this date tonight at the food court, and it's going to be the first meal I've ever had. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if the date is still on. Do I just go there, or do I assume that it's off?
No. You do not assume anything. Do not assume that it is off. He's probably a little jealous, and that's okay. A little jealousy hasn't hurt anybody.
Actually, it has. Like, people have gotten killed over jealousy.
Oh God!
Ace! Don't listen to him. He has no clue what the fuck he's talking about. Remember, he's from the 17th century.
Do we not remember like 2 weeks ago?
Fuck it, Ace!
Okay.
You're not helping the situation.
Oh god, that's great.
Okay, so I am 100% positive that he will not hurt you because he was jealous.
Okay.
You go get cleaned up. You put on my nicest dress, a little bit
Okay.
revealing. Okay, it's
Okay.
the purple one. It's kind of in the back.
Okay.
It's gonna look really good on you.
Yeah, I was thinking about wearing my figure skating outfit because that's the only other thing I own.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Don't
Grab
do
the
that. Got
purple dress in the back of my closet.
Okay. I'll do
Put
it.
that on. What size shoe do you wear?
I've never been asked that before. They usually just kind of built them into my feet.
She gives you another weird look. You can try on my shoes. If they don't fit, don't wear them.
Okay.
But I've got a nice pair of black Mary Janes that go really well with that dress. If they fit, wear them. If they don't, you're just going to have to wear your standard shoes.
Okay.
Just clean yourself up, make yourself look presentable, and then go down for your date. Don't assume anything.
All right.
Okay?
Okay. I'm going.
All right. Good luck.
So from this point, we're gonna do essentially moves here. So, well, not moves, but that's because we already have a term for that, I guess. I guess scenes would be the best way to describe this. So basically, everybody gets a scene, but once everyone has used their scene, we're going to go ahead and move the clock essentially. So there's tonight, and everyone has a scene for tonight. And then there will be a morning scene, afternoon scene, evening scene, and late evening scene for the next day. In the evening scene, what must happen in order for you to do what you've read is for the first dance to be in the evening scene. All right, and so that's how we're going to kind of break up this. So something like research or getting more information by talking to people, like those things would occur in a scene. That's what you would do with that scene, and then the clock would move to the next piece. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so just to kind of give us a time frame for what we're able to do. And if we need to play with that a little bit, we'll play with that a little bit. But just that's going to be our general structure. Because Monster Week is nothing but loosey goosey. So, all right. I think then, yeah, Katie. Why don't you describe how Katie does the outfit here with what she can find? To know, like, kind of describe how she put it on. What's anything that we should know?
I mean, she would go to the room, immediately get inside, look at the pizza box next to the copy of Gone with the Wind and say, "Wish me luck, pizza box." And then she will go and look in the closet for this purple gown that Portia told her about. And I assume she'll find it, and she'll try it on to see if it fits.
Okay. I think it does, yeah.
All right. And she really has no idea how to do her hair or anything because it used to just be styled already, and would just kind of naturally do whatever. And but she kind of plays around with it a bit and comes up with something that doesn't look completely terrible. And she tries the shoes, no idea if they fit. And then she will look at the time to make sure that it's about the right time before she starts heading toward the food court area.
So you begin your trek down the hall to the food court. And you immediately see that there are candles hanging or set upon metal plates hanging from chains that have been placed in this hallway, giving it this very soft glow of light. There are flowers that seemingly are made of ice that then reflect images, almost rainbow and spectrum all over, dancing off of you in the area. As you come into the food court and standing at the door with a dagger of sorts. It's not what we think of a modern dagger, but it's got a handle and a very small blade. If you know, this would be a dirk that he holds. And it's amazingly decorated and shined and is inscribed with the name Katie upon it. And as you look in the room, you see that the tables have been pushed together to form one long table. In the center of it, there is seats for you and him on a bench type of seating with a plush red seat that's there, along with two plates, and all along these long tables pushed together otherwise in this space is mass amounts of food. It is like the hook table of roasted and stewed meats and what looks like some jellies and incredibly what looks like delicious peaches and strawberries. Even some chopped up apples that are in the sugar syrup. And there are goblets and different decanters that seem ready to be used. And hanging above it is a large chandelier all lit with candles. You see Gunn himself is dressed in... he's dressed exactly as your picture. Purple shirt, blackish sport coat. He nods, and he goes, "For you."
So she will go and sit down, and probably for the first time just kind of smell all of these foods and just be like really eager to try just about anything.
And you see, he goes, "If I may I make your plate for you?"
Of course. I mean, I wouldn't even know what to put on it, so
I've thought of this. And you see him quickly move around the best he can and get you a little bit of everything on the table, and put it into actually a few plates that seem to be arranged by a little bit flavor profile, and he gets the meat. He's like, to cleanse your palate so you can fully taste everything you want.
Oh.
And noticeably, he puts himself, gives himself mostly meat, just a little bit of strawberries. Let's see. I'm glad you made time for me, even though you were busy.
I know. I'm really sorry about what happened. It's just when I saw what was happening to Ace, it sort of freaked me out. I mean, Ace, ever since I came to the school, Ace and Portia have been, well, Ace, Portia, and Tara have been the only friends I've had since the start. And they've always been very welcoming of me, even when I was, awkward cyborg person. And I didn't want to see him go out like that. So I was, it wasn't that I wasn't thinking of you. It was just, I knew I wasn't going to be able to live with myself if I just was up there watching. And I am sorry about what happened after. I wasn't expecting any of that. That was unexpected, but it was necessary to save Ace. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, he's a friend.
Mm.
And plus, Tara's really scary, and she would have murdered me had I not tried to save Ace. So
You went where I could not. Join the hunt.
I didn't touch the ground until I needed to get the pine cone.
Right. Exactly.
I tried to play by the rules. I just didn't understand the rules. I mean, why was it so important that I not touch the ground?
Because I could not help you.
Oh,
And because then you leave. You chose to leave me.
well, not leave you. I was going to come right back.
One day. You are going to leave.
Well,
Whether you want to or not, it seems. And you're going to not come back.
you don't know that.
I do. Well, the door might be shut.
Look, I spent a long time locked in broom closets, and I always find a way. I mean, I don't care if I have to take a job at the school, if that's what it takes.
Huh.
I'll become a groundskeeper. What aren't you
You-
telling me?
That we guard different things, it seems.
Well, what do you guard?
I guard. I guard a creature beneath this island. Within.
What creature?
They sleep. I was not told its name when I will tell you this. On our first date, I care about you. And I guess, so you know, I do, or had, they are not alive. I had an ex. Does I seem maybe to be your first person you care about like this? Or I hope I am. Don't want to be presumptuous. I just want you to know.
Well, if whoever this creature is important to you, then they're important to me.
We'll see.
And
But, oh, go ahead.
all I mean is, I mean, the next time if you don't want me to do something, I guess now that I have something other than a robot brain, it's constantly making me ask questions, and it's curious. So I'm not used to that, but maybe if you could just, communicate more information. Like, for instance, hey, Katie, that person we talked about on our first date that I like to protect, if you touch the ground, it's going to hurt them, then I'm going to rethink doing anything that's going to hurt you.
Touching the ground did not hurt them. It just... I guard and watch. Seems you aid and help.
I mean, I don't know what I do. I've been a full-fledged person for about a day.
He grabs
This
your
is-
hand, and it's fine. I would like to be with this person. No matter if you choose a path that separates from mine.
Well, for the moment, as far as tonight is concerned, I am all here.
He smiles. Good.
And then she tries food for the first time.
It is amazing. And due to the nature of this, everything else would now be a letdown.
Yep.
Good, because it is perfectly prepared and everything is good. I think we'll go from here. If there's something you'd like to put in, unless there's something else you'd like to do that you can think of right now, Jackie.
No, I think that's good.
Okay. If there's something, we can always go back to it. Very cool. All right. So then, I believe everybody else wanted to go back to the maiden, shield maiden. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let in the large table, and let's see here. Amber has been, not Amber, Lindsay. I get these. No, and Amber. We got Amber and Lindsay because they were saved. Okay, sorry. Amber and Lindsay are saved, though Lindsay a little upset, but is making amends to Amber because she basically was like, "Whatever, Amber, I still want to be queen," and there is preparation as more things are going on for the dance. The night is filled of partying and celebration for the most part right now. Before music and all that is brought in for the next day. And there's that sense that especially you, Portia, have of the ritual being complete of getting the flower and the crown. You don't know where the crown is, and you're able to get that back, and the crown is prepared and ready to go. And so you find yourself in your headquarters. What would you like to do?
We need Tara.
Yes, she's a little tired. Oof.
Oh, I know. It's been an exhausting day. Can I take this shit off now? She's still in her armor.
I think so, unless there's someone you want to kill.
Looks over at Ace, shakes her
Hey.
head.
This would be the second time in the day. I can only die once a day. That's my quota. I mean, I didn't say that. And no, Tara, I didn't die. I just became a tree. There's a difference.
Yeah. I'm so curious why you have female leather in your bag and what kind of type of freak you are. So
Yeah.
we'll just revisit that later.
I think that's a good idea, Tara. Yeah, she probably still has her onesie on underneath it. And she just pulls off the leather armor and she's like, movement. That's better. Okay. Tara, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who wants to marry into royalty and who's kind of a bad person?
Looks. And she's moved to social cogs this mystery already.
Mm-hmm.
To get the tea in time. So she was, I mean, I guess I could try to ask around. That's a really weird question.
I know.
That's a really weird question. Actually, I mean, most of the girls, like, they're not that into marriage around here in the school. Like, not right now, anyway. Like, that's a future thing for them. Yeah.
Well, that's just a backup plan. That's just backup.
I mean, if you want me to go and try to find out that information, like, I have no idea. I mean, I saw some things.
Okay.
Like, she was there. She was just like,
yeah.
So we're going to marry someone off to another dimension, to some type of creature.
He's a king.
Mm-hmm. And all right, I pauses.
That's only if we can't find something else that it wants.
Is this something where we're going to trick them?
Maybe we could trick them. Yeah.
I mean, if you want me to work on tricking someone to go along with this, that I guess I can do. If that's how to save, y'all trying to save the world, and we have to convince someone to unknowingly go into marriage.
Oh.
I still think killing this thing's easier, and he's actually sharpening the dagger.
Okay.
Preferably this time without becoming a tree.
Okay. Well, we can't. Okay, so we cannot kill the creature that's trying to sacrifice because it's just trying to be free. It's just trying to get free, right?
You learn that its desires to get some type of freedom. Yeah.
Yeah, get freedom.
You can certainly kill it. It's up to you.
Yeah. It's shackled. It's a slave to this mole king. We need to figure out how to free this creature from the mole king. We could try and figure out a way to do it without having to sacrifice somebody.
Well, I got something that might help, and he tosses the golden pine cone to Portia. Apparently, it's connected to this somehow.
Oh.
In the spinning flux.
Also, and she'll pull out the bird skull necklace that she got. We have this as well. Wonder if we could find any information on this. And how about we break up searching. One of us searches the meaning of the skull and the runes. One of us searches the Mole King. We could break up and search and try to figure it out that way.
Well, I was kind of sure going to ask a favor on that, Portia. You know how, I mean, Tara's kind of tired and I became a tree today?
Yeah.
I was maybe wondering if you didn't mind doing the studying, and then me and Tara kind of tried resting a bit for the night, and then hit it back the books tomorrow.
Yep, no problem. No problem. I've got Ellie and Terrence here to help me. Yeah, go rest. Both of you, go rest.
Yeah. Now, Ace, are you going to go rest?
Pretty much. I mean, it's taking care of Tara / having kind of a meal and
Okay. Sounds good.
spending time and downtime and stuff like that with her.
Yes. So it makes me sense. If you're using that, obviously resting will take care of your harm, but also we're gonna because you're utilizing this section of time, and she's not going to be finding someone who you can trick tonight. If that's what we're going to do for the resting, then she's going to be able to move without the chair and be a lot better for the next day. What we'll say that kind of piece gets you.
No. Is she still going to be in very dire straits where she get hurts once she's dead?
No, she's coming out of dire straits.
Okay.
Because you're using her because you're specifically choosing not to use her in this section of time. So I wanted to do these sections of time.
Okay.
So, like, you're sacrificing her to her involvement. So, which means that Portia, you've got Ellie, which is going to give you a choice. So basically, she can give you a +1, or she'll let you do 2 things. And you can choose when you want, like, depending on what you choose to do here. Like, in others, you don't have to make it like beforehand. You can make the choice whenever you want to.
Oh, I don't know. I just
The whole thing kind of went up. I mean, you do have the next day. So, but for now, what do you what's the big thing? So you can use this information here to investigate a mystery. You can also immediately find something like vital you want to know, because you can use your library move here, like your base move, or something else.
she she will use the library move.
Okay.
And she wants to know all the ways she can break this creature from the Mole King.
Okay. Interesting. Searching through these books, you do find actually quite a bit of material on Ulaichu, the Mole King. They seem to rule. They are a Fey Lord that rules essentially the kingdom on this island. That is accessible between the Goblin Market. It's a combination of the Goblin Market and the Low Court, specifically that they over, or what's called the Low Court, and their rulership is over the primal direction down. Where you're able to find out that they clothe themselves in the eyes of their brides. And then they're attended by the eyeless brides for eternity, basically. His domain, it's likely because of some type of offense. His word is truth in this cosmic sense. Whatever he says goes quite literally. So if this creature is bound, he simply said, he might have been able to say, you just may not go, or you may not leave, or anything like that, and that became a cosmic fact. He would either have to go against a proclamation or make an anti-proclamation, basically, for this person to be freed. Or if the other way would be, you could, in a way, order him to do something if an edict that he made was violated in some way and he was the primary target. Or if you brought evidence of a wronged edict that was made by this creature that you want freed, you could name a task that they would have to do in order to make this right in your eyes. And if that required their freedom, you would be required to grant it to them. So any broken out. So basically, if you can make if you can make this Leshy break their word, provide evidence of that to Ulichu, then potentially you could name a task and Ulichu would give them whatever they needed to do to complete that task, if that makes sense.
Okay. And so this tree creature cannot leave the island, correct? Because he's forced to stay on this island.
Mm-hmm.
To
That's
bring...
what you feel like is true. You get the sense that he's trying to maybe bring these people in a way to appease, not so much that he's been asked to. But yeah.
Okay. She's rubbing her eyes at this moment, her temples. How do we trick this creature into breaking a promise with us?
How are you trying? What are you attempting to do here?
Trying to get some sort of like feedback, suggestions, something. Like,
well,
I don't know. This sucks that I'm doing this by myself because I am not a smart person.
Well, I would say you probably know this information, and you can probably talk about this information with your friends tomorrow, right, in game time. So if you feel like you need that, then like I feel like maybe we want to wait until that moment to probably have that out. So if there's is there something else you'd like for Ellie to do here?
Research the bird skull in the runes.
Okay. Then since we've used that, you can go ahead and she has a +1 to sharp, so you can roll that.
Okay. Nope, she don't get shit.
Interesting. Yeah, looking at this, there's just no evidence of this. I can't find how it's linked or what it might go. And exhausted. I think it says, well, we've worked ourselves silly while everyone else enjoyed themselves. How about we have some tea together before we get ready to make sure whatever happens, if everything doesn't go well, happens.
Ugh. You know what? I think I just want to be by myself for a little bit.
Sounds a bit, but I understand. Good night.
Good night.
So she'll leave. What does Portia do by herself?
She's just gotta sit there.
So, go to scene of Ace and Tara getting what food and conversation they can before they retire for the night. Katie and Gunn chatting and eating and laughing, deciding to enjoy the evening. Portia looks to the books. And then here in the library, the right of Portia, who's just exhausted and looking down into the shelves, we see the golden pine cone left on its own. As almost imperceptibly it thrums, moves. We hear it rustle. As we see the crack both on the island and in the dorm parents' room widen in beats and in tune. This spaced, rhythmic rocking. That is where we were in for tonight. And if you're watching, thank you so much. And we will come to our finale next week. See you then. Bye-bye.